Hugo you. That's you at home. Hugo's gone.
You what?
That guy's not even real. I've just been doing 2 voices this whole time.
What, 5 years?
5 whole years in character.
Characters.
Look at this. Electronic and Co. fast in through main. And the A site now, the object of desire for Na'Vi. They get a freebie. They get a... Oh,
okay.
Speaking of freebies, S-Tag through the smoke. Deals that headshot damage onto Flamey. And now the flash ready to rain in. Alex lining this up. The intention was always to play retake for A. These flashes need to be good, and nobody's blind from them. It's a big gamble. You're hoping that the flashes pay off. With them not finding anything, the angles are left open. Oh, Zeppa. I said, man, here on Nuke, he's always delivering, no. And this pistol is no exception. 4 in it, and Cloud9 1-0 up.
Yeah, Electronic even drops Vent as well. He comes in on a big secret flank, and he had the perfect position to shut down that round, but his entire team fall like flies. Look at those shots from Zeppa. Dirty. Providing cover for the defuse as well. Electronic out of ammo, out of chances. Cloud9 take a pistol round, and on the CT side as well, so even the favor going their way. What have we got here? Scout dropped over. Actually, sorry, no, probably just bought up. He's got the least money of all, but not much behind it. Some pistols. It's not like Na'Vi are fully... Oh, okay, nice shot. Not fully invested in this round, but there's a gun to be found outside if they can get there. Electronic at least made it across into Secret, but S-Tag is holding down from CT, so that should be getting in the way of anyone grabbing that gun. Back to ramp they go. Floppy tucked. His barrel could give him away, and it does. Perfecto catches that kill, and now Na'Vi storm the fort.
Ooh, Boomich trying to get a good bit of damage out of this lobby hold, and he does get 1. Now for S-Tag and Zeppa, it's not plain sailing. Up against this force buy, the bomb's going down on B, and Zeppa, while he is here fast in through ramp, he's got quite the retake on his hands. Lengthy rotation from S-Tag as well, all the way through Secret. Points of contact just litter this path to the retake for Cloud9. The nade finding good damage. S-Tag dispatches of the first, and the flick back round to deal with Flame. He leaves it all on Perfecto from a 3v2 to a 1v2 in the blink of an eye. And even though he's good for the first, there's no slip in this one past Zeppa. The defuse is in. And so Cloud9 get that 2-0. They get the conversion. But with the results looking so good for Na'Vi in that round where they didn't, bring a tremendous amount to the table, they're still buying up right here, right now. So it's not that, like 3-0 start you were hoping for if you're Cloud9. That's not a guarantee. You've got to go toe-to-toe with the rifles now. And with only 1 player surviving, your buy that you're bringing into this on the side of Cloud9 really ain't all that.
Yeah, set perfectly for Na'Vi to get on the board at least, but we'll see what they've got to show us. Simple with the AWP early as well. Gonna be lining up some smokes for the yard. Hot roof molly doesn't do a thing as is tradition, and molly on the roof. Try and stop a smoke from blooming. One smoke made it out. I don't know where the other went, or if it was even thrown for that matter. Didn't bloom on top of the roof. There's another landing by the hell side instead, and actually more dropped in front of main. That's often thrown by the T's. It's going to give Na'Vi a lot more room to work with. They've got to care about the heaven, but instead they're mainly focused on ramp. 3 players coming in against Floppy. He's going to look for some headshots, but actually he receives rather than dishes out. Does damage to Perfecto, nothing more. And already rotations down the vent into B. Na'Vi can still throw this one back up towards that A site, especially with shots like that from Electronic. They can do whatever they want.
That's nice. That's a nice little double up. Zeppa trying to make it all for naught, though. No. Drops the bomb out in the open. Mezzi is here as well, but he loses Zeppa. There's the kill to Perfecto. The quick trade is in from Simple. And Na'Vi with their first buy round, they hit the ground running here, right? They get that first immediately. And now the money's gone for Cloud9, although I do hear typing, and I see that the little timeout icon we just had didn't display a timer ticking down. That means that this might be a little tech pause. So we have the music again. I'll tell you what we do have coming up later on. Something interesting. We had Baby No Money on here yesterday.
Yeah.
We actually will be showing off a music video for Bad to the Bone later on in the last series of the day.
Yeah,
so stick around for that. Stick around for that because I've already heard it. I've heard it a couple of times now, and he even played us a little sneak preview on stream. It's a banger. I don't want to speak too soon, but it's a banger.
That much we can confirm. Yeah, that'll be after the end of Furia versus Team 1. So stick around. Don't you dare leave.
Speaking of babies with no money, Cloud9.
Oh my God.
They've got none of it. Not babies. They are
grown adults.
Grown men.
Real human beings. And as Elmer Putty gets back into the server, Flamey crashes. So the timing could not be more perfect. At least it was during a tech pause, not a live round. But no problem, he'll be right back in, and then we'll be continuing with round number 4. Cloud9 broken, if you didn't know it, money-wise. Actually, that's exactly how you put it. And right now, pressure is really on Na'Vi's shoulders more than anyone, right? Like, no one expected, not many people expected Cloud9 to even be here in the 3rd map, right? They were expecting probably a bit of a blowout, especially after seeing Overpass go the way of Na'Vi, winning their, opening map, their opponent's pick, and then falling in such a humiliating way on Dust 2. Cloud9 did their homework, and that much will apply here to Nuke as well, I can only assume, with Flamey still in the server. Well, not right this second, but at least for the game. It frothing at the mouth to try and get back in this series. I wonder where that goes, right? What the long-term plans are for Na'Vi. Like, we see them get him acclimatized to Inferno. Now we see him on Overpass. No way he's not going to be in a next Overpass game for Na'Vi. Like, that much is clear. And so, where will that lead us? Permanent player? More maps? 7th man? The options are unlimited.
Something I always think is cool, when we got to speak to Mezzy, it wasn't here on the Pro League or in Qatar. I believe it was back at Beyond the Summit. We got to have a little chat with him, and he spoke to us about what it was like getting the offer to join this team. And I think imagine really what that must have felt like. Like you're someone grinding your way through the UK scene. People seem to think you're pretty good, and then one day you have a little DM in your Twitter, and it's from Henry G, and you're thinking, why is this guy messaging me? What does he possibly have to say? You click on it, you click that little link in the DMs, there's Henry G, like, look, mate, I want to pay you the big money. Come to Cloud9, best facilities out there. We'll make it happen. We'll build a Gynamasaurus
Rex.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. All back in, dinosaurs aside.
Gynamasaurus.
That's the one with like spikes on the back, right?
And a lot of teeth, maybe even too many.
Yeah.
80% teeth. Don't watch the film Teeth.
Oh, yeah.
It'll scar you maybe.
Well, got pistols out. Not for long though. Electronic ridding the world of S-Tag early on. And Floppy, no chill, catching Perfecto. Looking back at lobby, he heard footsteps from Zeppo. It was all a bit of a bait in to Floppy getting that AK and dropping B. But Alex is on roof. This is wild. This is mad. This is a death match. And Cloud9 are all over the place. With another gun drop, they can't really go back and get that. Not yet. Rather reposition and catch Na'Vi gaining position as they go further and further through their opponent's spawn. Oh, falling off. Was that a silent drop? It might not be heard anyway. Boomage getting Alex, but there's another player nearby, and Zeppa looks to pry into this one. But Boomage will evade it. 3-on-2. Electronics still low. Floppy anchoring B, but they're climbing up heaven looking for this top site. Mezzy needs some big deegs. Floppy's already trying to silently get to position to try and help him out. Might be too late.
Simple gonna give the AWP to Electronic. He's low on HP and the AWP's already gone. Now the peek from heaven needs to get this trade, and it will. Boomich is there nice and quickly. Fast up through the vent. The nade missing, sadly, for Floppy. Oh, but he's good with the AK. The bomb is planted for Boomich. As long as he isn't overzealous in this peak, it should be a done deal. There is this Molotov on Floppy. That could serve to complicate matters, but without a kit, oh, that is actually the... Boomich was running away. The molly missed though, he doesn't realize now. Just flashing in, Floppy's not on the bomb, and so damage done, but it's not the kill, and you needed that if you're Floppy. You cannot win the round now without the kit, without the kill. Boomich just playing with his food, swings out at the end, and his food will bite back, but it's still the round for Na'Vi. 2 on the board. Boomich with a big triple, and the lock-in in the 1v1.
Man, he's playing with fire jumping there. Like, that's really, really scary, but gets the round, and that's all that really matters. Even if Floppy does run away with the AWP, Na'Vi pouncing back and dealing with the pistols. Yeah, huge round for Boomich. Got scary when he dropped out of heaven. I was thinking, is he going to wrap main? Like, that would be a problem with a bomb planted in that position, but he has 2 flashes, and they luckily give him a lot more room to work with on those jump peaks. Solo warp around an eco here for Cloud9. Floppy's going to keep it. We know he can use it. We saw it back on overpass as well on that B bomb site in OT. Alex getting picked outside main. Floppy double pushed on the ramp with S-Tag, providing some cover. Zeppa's pushed in, but oh, Flamey wall banged him from back of lobby. Fecto's armed, and even though dinked, Flamey will die, and the AWP, they don't need to feed it. That's another kill, and Simple cleans it. Free AWP, don't mind if I do. Na'Vi find 3. And yeah, that's a nice try for Cloud9. I like the lobby crunch, but it was never going to be a win with 4 eco players. This one could be, though, buying back in round number 6.
Yeah, it's not going to feature that AWP. So right now, Simple is kind of uncontested on that front. S-Tag doesn't have the money for it. So right now, Simple's got a key opportunity to try and step up with his AWP. Never shy on delivering us something big is Simple. Outside smoke's gonna rain over the top of main. Na'Vi, only a few players strong towards outside. It's Electronic and Boomich trying to move up behind these smokes. Alex is still here, trying to keep a bit of a watchful eye towards outside, but Electronic still has his path into garage, and Alex has just bowed out. Boomich dies in main. They might think that that's the outside play quelled, and that is not the case. Electronic is still out here, lingering around, trying to make a big play happen. And with him now in hell, he could either go heaven and uproot the A-hold, or he can wrap into ramp, secure this real estate with a free kill. No one's expecting it. Like, Floppy is dead as they come, and there it is. Floppy now removed, ramp room taken, the B rotation's having to come in for Cloud9. S-Tag's here ahead of time and deals with Perfecto. So keeps the advantage in favor of C9 moving into the retake.
Oh, this is a heavy rotate as well. He gets past the Molotov. Simple hits a flake, but it's only a leg. And now the bomb has to get planted quick. Electronic providing some cover. Flamey doesn't know where to look. There's so many angles, so many openings for Cloud9 to come through into this B bomb site. So Flamey getting double, triple peaked even. It's Electronic with a clutch on his plate, and he's hungry for the ace. He might just get it. All missed shots, pistols out, and door open and closed. Electronic jumps above, but it's S-Tag tapping him back with the pistol 1v1. No ace today, and that's a sad state of affairs for Electronic. He does so much in the round, but he can't quite get it over the line.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, they asked a hell of a lot of Electronic there, and he almost delivers on it, right? He almost delivers on the big ask that was put forward. It was him who started the round with the wrap into ramp, and he's almost the man to get it over the line, but sadly there's no prizes for almost. 3-3. Cloud9 making the retake happen. S-Tag is very, very key to that whole round even coming in, right? He creates a lot of space. He's the guy who puts it in the advantage of Cloud9 in the first place. And now he's even donning that AWP. Simple with the Krieg on the other side. Him and Nico loving to do this. When the funds are low, the Krieg comes out to play.
It's that first bullet accuracy that can just save your bacon. But you're getting locked into a spray battle versus an M4. Ooh, it's not as pretty as it once was. Alex is lower already. Cloud9's B rotates have been pretty good ahead of time. S-Tag catching one, he sees the cross into secret as well, so that call can be made for Alex to remain aware. Flamey looking into Hut. If he can find an A pick, that would be a big opening. This site is you know, as weak as it could be in a normal round. Only 2 players here right now. They're crunching lobby though. Cloud9 want all the info and they're going to get it. Zeppa's in the door. He's down onto Perfecto, and now comes Floppy on the back line as well. Na'Vi was setting up on this A site with mollies from the roof, but they don't even own the lobby now. They've lost everything. Electronic again has this big lurk outside, but it won't matter if Na'Vi either don't join him or don't get lobby back. And that smoke, well, that's a middle finger to the face of Na'Vi. Like, they've either got to go now to outside, or they have to, you know, try and battle back through lobby. And yeah, they looked like they wanted to rotate out, but instead they're staying here. The time is the undoing of Na'Vi right now. It's a re-smoke. It's a done round. You got to save. Doesn't matter how much room Electronic has. It's done. He can get kills here, but it won't change the outcome.
Oh, yeah, it does get that one. Nice and easy. Still, I can't say I've seen a round end like this.
No.
On Nuke, I can't say I've seen it happen. The re-smoke in lobby.
Yeah.
And
T-spawn.
no, I feel like, well...
Yeah, unfortunately, like Na'Vi, they had a timing where it's like you can run outside now and you have everything, right? You have secret, you can even join Electronic on this flank. You can do whatever you want. Now, the running would have been heard, but they could have made it. Even so, I think they were just hoping when that smoke fades, we'll take lobby back with the flank. You know, it was going to be well timed, but the re-smoke, no chance. Done. That's a really sad state of affairs for Na'Vi. Cloud9 coming in once again with more tricks up their sleeve, more surprises as they take the lead.
Yeah, they're hoping that this pause can give them, you know, a bit of room to breathe, a bit of a chance to try and address these problems before it gets out of hand. Fast A play maybe on the cards. Molly in the door, delays the push from Electronic, and he doesn't realize, but he's burning in that Molly all the way down to 41. Perfecto is fast on the main ramp. Cloud9 have got nobody watching outside. That's because S-Tag with his AWP tries to push into the lobby, but Simple makes him pay the price. Out through the hut is Mezzi and Alex, and they get away with a killer piece. Back into the 3-on-3. Electronic has once again traded places with these Cloud9 players. Electronic has got like an invisibility cloak or something time and time again. He's in the back line. He's trading spots. Simple is backed up into T-spawn with the bomb.
Let's save, guys. I don't think we can do it.
This time there's no smokes to uproot the round. Cloud9 are wondering, like, where even is this round ending up? Like, Electronic's in A, but they haven't planted yet. Now Simple's like, all right, 55 seconds. I don't want to get smoked. But he could die to Alex pushing in through the ramp room. This is such an oddity. Alex doesn't know it, but his timing was perfect. And now the swing comes in. And Simple will deal with him. So good recovery from Na'Vi, stumbling back to their feet, 4-4, and breaking the money of Cloud9 as a result of picking that one up.
And again, like another round coming with all 5 kills from the gruesome twosome of Simple and Electronic, right? You're right, Electronic. What is he wearing right now? Like, he's blending in with the background. He's sneaking behind CT. He's flanking that A site. He's getting so much room. That's something Na'Vi need to keep capitalizing upon, because it's yet to be figured out by Cloud9, or yet to be stopped at least. Oh, was that smoke blocked? Maybe, I don't know. It's a weird one. Smokes are high and dry outside. Floppy with a Zeus. Otherwise, use for Cloud9. There's a boost here that could find something, but Perfecto, no. He might topple it from the bottom. They're gonna walk through. Oh, now he hears the shots. 3 Bs for Na'Vi, and yeah, this round should follow in that track.
I know Na'Vi are on their way to win this round, and I don't want to rag on Flamey per se, but it's like, you know, he's a lovely guy, but my word, like, his performance in this series, I want more out of Flamey. We need more out of Flamey. You know, we had Bit stepping in on Overpass to play it instead of Flamey, and you know, Bit went 26 and 18 in that one map. Well, across all of Dust and now Nuke, even with those eco kills, Flamey is currently sat at 11 and 26. So Ooh, you know, like playing a whole extra map on top of what we saw at a bit. Very, very quiet day in the office from him. Hopefully those few eco kills there are enough to maybe re-energize him, you know, try focus him back into this one. You don't get Flamey in the server and go, look, mate, we need you to drop a big 30 bomb here. That's not wise here. But Dust 2 was a real rough time for him, and so you're hoping he can turn it around on Nuke.
You know, numbers obviously don't tell the full story. I wouldn't even just like put it down to like one player or one man even on Dust 2. Like Cloud9's game plan was excellent, and Na'Vi looked pretty lost all throughout their T side. So yeah, you're right. Sure. Definitely one more out of Flamey.
It's
Hopefully
more because it makes me nervous as to like Flamey's future on the team, right?
No,
looking at like the grand picture.
I mean, a lot of people have been you know, insinuating or saying like, yeah, it's time for like Na'Vi to make a change for a while, and they've been pretty, you know, pretty against that idea, even bringing in Bit. That's like a nicer way of saying, hey, we're watching you, we're paying attention to your performance. Oh, nice shot from Boomich on the cross. Only the late smoke, not the first one, that gives them an avenue to fight, and they will win every engagement. Simple kills Alex, and now Na'Vi, 5-on-3, they can go wherever they want. They've got Secret. Perfecto looks interested in main, it's been smoked. Na'Vi in no hurry with 1:20 left and still just holding the lower bomb site. We know Cloud9 have been throwing a lot of bodies at the B site when Na'Vi takes Secret, and so that will be no different here. Everyone lower for Cloud9.
Yeah, so all this means for Na'Vi is, you know, if they get this info, if they rotate that bomb up, the round's locked in. Cloud9 are playing for a B execute or the save. And even with players coming their way, the numbers have still been whittled down on B. Electronic will get caught. At this point, right, they know there's an extra man out on that B site. They've gained some ground into A. They rotate up with the bomb, and 6 rounds is locked in. For Mezzy and Floppy, it is just the save game. Well,
and that's the light getting.
There goes the light.
Down.
Oh, probably okay.
Honestly, you missed it. When Harry was casting around on overpass, he also did that. He kicked the light over. I don't know how that fell, honestly.
No, this time it's it's a balancing issue.
He knocked it and he caught it mid-cast. Like, it was about to do that. Exactly the same, and he caught it. So, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Oh, lights out in the studio and lights out in the server from Simple.
Hits them all.
Look at that. So the save's denied, man. The weapons are gone. Sorry, it's taking me a minute to kind of reorientate myself now back into the game.
Yeah, Gravity. It's always watching you. It's always ready to pounce when you're least expecting it. I like the idea of throwing one of the cross smokes. Like Cloud9 are like looking at that, waiting for the other one to land, and it's not, because, you know, Na'Vi are trying to fight through it instead. Floppy, again, he's selling it. He's going back for the Zeus. He doesn't care. Behind the box. Pistols out for Cloud9. These are the rounds that Na'Vi love, right? Like, they should have no problem converting these with many players alive at the end. Slow and steady outside again. As he backed out, he was below silo for a second. And now they finally start to take that control.
Yeah, we're already getting a lot more out of Na'Vi, right? This is shaping up to be a very, very good T side. We've got Boomich fragging high alongside Electronic and Simple. So that kind of trifecta that was missing back on Dust 2, the absence of a third man that you could count on, that's being remedied here. And Na'Vi are looking all the better for it. Just pistols in this round. I hate to say it, you know, it's probably not going to be the most exciting round of the event so far. It should be a nice, clean one for Na'Vi. I'm always down for things to get a little bit scary. A little bit cheeky. So let's see what they can do with these pistols. They stack a couple of boys down towards B. They hear the footsteps coming their way. They pull even more rotations down. 3 in the B site right now for Cloud9. Out through the door. Missed shot from Simple. A man up on the...
no.
There's so many kills in a matter of seconds, but with Zeppa so low, The odds of him winning that are out the window.
Electronic is feeling it right now, man. Like that flick to avoid the flashbang, just 180s and goes right back for the kill. Yeah, that looked very scary for a second, but Simple and Electronic both sitting 14 and 5 after that round. And yeah, like you said, like those pistols stacked in B do a lot of damage, but they can't convert the round. Cloud9 are happy with that. That's a great eco from them. They get 3 with minimal investment. So they've got to capitalize on that damage, right? You want to be breaking Na'Vi's money. It will take a few rounds in a row, but it's got to begin somewhere, and here could be that somewhere. Alex mollying behind Red. They're going to run through it. Electronic is a madman, and he'll get punished. Alex down to 7, somehow lives to tell the tale, and Boomich sits inside of a smoke, hoping nothing sticks out, including, but not limited to, the barrel of his gun. Zeppa doesn't know. And so Boomich crosses back out. Elusive Boomich. Never been seen. Re-smoke for the door. And Na'Vi fight up against the orb.
Yeah, they see it, right? Holding on to ramp. But even though S-Tag has given up the ramp room, him and Floppy lie in wait at B. So a 2-man hold there, not something that you want to go running into if you're Na'Vi. You're hoping, right? And this looks to be the decision that on the back of seeing that AWP rotate into the B bomb site, Na'Vi now recollect in the lobby and move in for an A play. The only man here who can put a real stop to this is going to be Zeppa, and the crossfire he's got up on the rafters with his teammate there. Mezzi's holding on, and Alex is now swinging in from outside. It's a dominant round. Zeppa and Mezzi make it happen. 5 on the board for Cloud9. And the fast A play, despite, you know, having only 2 players there, is denied.
Yeah, Na'Vi had a molly for the back vent as well. They just decided not to use it. They wanted to keep it, as I imagine, as quiet as they could with only a single flashbang, but that molly would have, you know, cancelled Zeppa out of his position and could have done a lot of damage. I like this swing from Alex in main, right? He knows he's going to die doing that, but with Zeppa and Mezzi drawing so much attention, just throwing another body into the fray is, you know, confusing enough for Na'Vi that it sets Zeppa up for a trade onto Alex. So lets him get a multi-kill there. Na'Vi trapped in the Matrix.
Yeah, there was a little glitch in the simulation. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so Cloud9, that was a must-win round if they wanted to actually be in this game, and they win it, right? Like, Na'Vi still have the money to rebuy, to get everything in, to get that AWP in play, but Cloud9 still trying to break that money. Na'Vi choose not to buy the AWP and just stick with the AKs for now. So back to Roof. Some of the only real estate they've been given in some of these rounds, right? With Cloud9 taking lobby time after time, they're going to look to do so again. Zeppa in the hut. If he hears flashes, he can push on the click and catch Boomich. Oh, no, he can't. Boomich blind and just gets a kill before it pops. Simple comes down off the roof after throwing U2 into A, and that kill has scared Cloud9. They've started to really rotate into this site. 3 players are here. One goes down the vent. So Alex wants to roam and come up from secret to clear the outside position even. Right now he's just holding. They don't have this outside info. Na'Vi could be, again, gaining ground. They could be wrapping heaven as Electronic often has. But they're just holding. They're just waiting. They're just relying on Cloud9 to give them a kill in this 5-on-4. And they may get it.
Oh, the timing on that nade pull for Boomich, and now Mezzi swinging out through the hut. Dome Simple. Suddenly what was looking like a slow, well-thought-out round for Na'Vi has been uprooted on the back of this aggression. Floppy still moving in from the ramp room. They lose S-Tag though, and they're the kind of rounds we want out of Flamey. Now the bomb has just been dropped back in the lobby. This round is not over and done with yet. Flamey is calling for Electronic to rotate up, and they're just going to look to trade this together. Flamey, we wanted more out of him, and he delivers it there with the hat-trick. Nice. 3 in the round to put 8 on the board for Na'Vi. And that's the Flamey I know and love. Coming back to life, making that round happen.
I love the layered aggression we're seeing from Cloud9 in the lobby. They've used it early in this half to win rounds, but right there, it does a good job of picking up 2 kills, right? S-Tag, obviously, he gets pretty fortunate. The Boomich is throwing nades, but nonetheless, he gets that kill. The second that kill comes in, Mezzi pushes hut as well, knowing that Na'Vi's attention will be on the ramp flank. So, like, it's just a 1-2 punch, and you're always going to catch Na'Vi looking the wrong way. So it nets them something. It gets them into the lobby, even if it can't, close the round. Making the best of a bad situation. Electronic diving through the smoke with the knife out. Alex gets a kill. Mezzi at the back of the site, and Zeppa as well doing damage. 1 per. Alex through the vent finds Flamey, and blink and you miss it. This round is ruptured now for Na'Vi. They've got nothing but Simple on 10 health.
Yeah, he goes back to get the bomb. Now, that's a man who's planning to succeed in a 1v4 like this. At 10 HP, you don't fancy his chances, but if he's given any room, he's at least got the bomb. I think you would have to make a serious blunder here, trademarked, of course, by Cloud9, to let Simple get back into a round like this. He has dealt with the first man, now wrapping over towards CT. Floppy is almost like the fail-safe here, right? If everything else goes wrong, hopefully Simple discounts this deep CT position, and Flamey can land the one shot, or not Flamey, Floppy can land the one shot that's required. Ooh, but look at this.
Okay.
Simple.
Cheeky.
I mean, he felt the full force of the Gnomes in that Dust 2 game. Tries to dish it back to Floppy. Floppy locks in the round. 6-8, another very close half, right? That has been a kind of running theme throughout this series, that it has just been neck and neck. Cloud9 with good responses here to what Na'Vi have brought to the table. Na'Vi having a force buy to close out the half. Couple of Tech 9s, AK on Flamey, Galil for Boomich. Not the buy you wanted, but it's all they've got.
Yeah, Cloud9, if they get 7 here, it's not perfect, but it's enough to, set them up. Win a pistol, suddenly you're back into this. The T-sides have looked pretty decent on this map as well. Smoke's coming down, trying to block it. Ooh. Don't know how much difference that will really make. S-Tag gets tagged? Simple scout through the garage, I think. Who even knows? It's through the garage for Na'Vi instead, as Perfecto clears corners. He's going to get hurt, surely. They're backing out. S-Tag going all the way back towards Spawn to keep an eye on the same ramp that Floppy dealt with last time, who's also in off the ramp. They know that Na'Vi have numbers outside, and so they're putting everyone in position to deal with this. Down B no longer is Electronic. Simple looking for picks, and he needs them if Na'Vi are to win this round, because they have nothing to show for it. AK on Flamey, Floppy with a smoke thrown by his teammate to get up on this one-way. Very hard shot to hit. Simple with the miss, and Floppy now escapes only for a second. Perfecto punishes, and up secret comes Alex getting traded, but it might have bought enough room for Cloud9 to close the round, and maybe the half at that. Simple not given anything here now. And 10 health with a bomb trapped outside as Flamey needs a monster lurk.
Yeah, the one advantage to this, right, is maybe you can flush out S-Tag and then carve a path into heaven or down towards B. Either way, Cloud9 should still be ahead of you in terms of the rotations, with both players in this A-bomb. So Simple taking a few extra seconds to grab himself an M4. Timing becomes the problem. Flamey makes noise on B, hoping to draw rotations away from the A site, but they haven't over-rotated. Mezzi could win the whole round right now. If only he peeked that bomb plot, and Simple gets off of it. Takes the head of Mezzi off. Zeppa, who was down on B, now throwing into the 1v2. This is one hell of a recovery from Flamey and Simple. And Flamey even spots Zeppa in the vent. There he is to close out the half. 9-6 in favor of Na'Vi. Cloud9 needing a big T-side to get back into this one. And Na'Vi firing on all cylinders.
Patching the wound. There's one guy who can help lock this whole thing down.
Hawks and a few little Deagles. So this is definitely doable for Electronic. No armor though. They've got the kits, they can do this, but they need to get on it now. He gets close to them, they have no idea he's in the back.
Device wasn't ready. He could knock Tag off the plant. A double, a triple.
Here comes Electronic. Into the bomb site, taking 2 heads and coming in big.
RV 9-6 on the half, and Cloud9 letting it all slip away from them there to close that out. It looked like it was going to be another 8-7, right? You were hoping that was the case, and then Simple and Flamey able to uproot everything we thought we knew. Now for Cloud9, a pistol round is what they're eyeing up here, right? To try and close this gap right away and keep the pressure on. If Na'Vi get the pistol, there's a very real danger that they just run away with this game. So very important that Cloud9 bring their game face here and now.
Yeah, nades are available, so down into the door and maybe even into the A site here for Cloud9. Smoke on the vent. Will they try and drop with it? Players running through, attempting to get down. Oh, they're blocking each other. They're stuck in the smoke. That's not pretty at all, but they do make it by, some of them at least. Oh dear, stuck behind the vent is Mezzi. Ah, get down. He will, but at what cost? Cloud9 take a beating in the B-bomb site. Simple, quick shot to Alex. Doesn't matter that he was only 10 health. He's going to get it done onto Floppy as well, and Mezzi, who barely made it here unscathed. Now in a 1-on-5. That, oh yeah, you see that happen so much, man. And when the first player is stuck, well, everyone's stuck.
Oh yeah, Mezzi dead at the end. To close it out, it's Flamey. Much better performance out of him here on Nuke.
Yeah.
You love to see it. 10 rounds on the board for Na'Vi. And it all gets a little bit awkward, man. It's horrible whenever stuff like that happens. You know, you had this big plan. You were hoping it was all going to go down without a hitch, and then stuck on each other at the door and vent. Ugh.
It's bad to worse, man. And this is Na'Vi's, like, you know, breeding ground right now. CT side Nuke, like, Simple is going to be all over the place. Electronic's going to be commanding respect in the outside area. I don't know how this is going to turn out for Cloud9, but they've come in with a force buy. I could dig the hole deeper. So they've got to make it worthwhile. Oh, okay. Simple through smoke, through flash, and through faces finds a double as they try and split main, and that gives away the game plan here. No question about it. It's an A take. Alex is late, and now they should be ready for it. Electronic flicks, and he will find the last. Electronic's looking sick right now, as is Simple, goes without saying. And so that, you know, terrifying performance that it was showing, at least on Dust 2, even if the rounds weren't there, the kills certainly were for these two. Well, that's kept up. 11-6 and Cloud9 have to full eco. This is 12-6 before they buy Harry. That's the same position that Na'Vi were in, down on Dust 2, and look how that went.
Yeah, it feels very, very claustrophobic right now. You're going to try and push the boat out with a fast A play. You're hoping that these pistols on the back of moving quickly are able to do some damage. Out through the hut and into the crossfire they go. They deal with Perfecto, but the bomb is cut loose. And Electronic should have this round locked in. Even if he doesn't, Simple's here to help out.
One bullet.
Zephyr gets knifed! Simple bounding around the corner.
Unchained. Zephyr even had his knife out.
Yeah, he was debating going for it, and then he's like, "Nah, I don't want to throw. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
who would go for a knife here?" And then along comes Simple, boing, like, whoop. Here it is.
Yoink.
Slashed, mate. Taken out. Dumpstered.
Oh, he's got green knife, green hands, and now they're soaked red in blood. Ah, have some mercy, Simple. Now he's got the AWP. Big money, Simple.
Yeah, the scary thing is, right, is it just feels like this outside hold of Simple and Electronic, it's terrifying enough normally with the game that we've been getting out of these guys. It might be off limits altogether, but the miss spray from Electronic gives a lot of room over.
That looked dead on to me.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get it, and it looked like he thought he was going to get it. He was not ready to have to keep continuing that gunfight any longer. They leave Secret, they go back to main, but Simple and Perfecto still reside on this upper site, and Simple with the AWP.
No.
Primed and ready to try and hold on to A. They do get in with the bomb. They look to get it planted. Simple still in the hut, still looking to do damage. The Cloud9 side, they're trying to watch Heaven. They've got a lot of positions left to worry about, and they still have Simple trapped in his cage in the hut. And Nade finds a cheeky bit of damage there onto these players up close. Flamey opens up with a double, and the round is in for Na'Vi in the blink of an eye. It goes from a post-plant for Cloud9 to everybody falling, and the 3 CTs that were meant to retake an impossible round make it happen with barely a scratch.
Simple, man. This guy... How does he do what he does? I don't know, man. Zephyr even almost outplayed him, right? He Simple saw Zephyr jump out, and then as Simple's shooting and hiding, Zephyr gets back in the corner. Doesn't make a damn difference, though, does it, when you get no-scoped in the face? 13-6. Devastation for Cloud9 right now. They need this gun round more than anything. Plant enables everything except the AWP. Alex calling a cancel and going back to smokes. So they lay them up outside and look to take yard. I mean, they could fake with them, sure, right? But we've seen Electronic pushed up by Red, pushed up by the silo, and so he can confirm or deny if smokes are, you know, being used or not. See if he gets any info here, because no one's moving with the utility. Not even the first smoke down. It's a big risk for Cloud9 to take, but luckily no one's actually got that info just yet. They could be behind Red for all Na'Vi knows, so Boomich has to drop down below. It is that top hit by the looks. Lots of grenades being lined up, and here come Cloud9 ready to explode.
Yeah, the mollies haven't burnt anyone out yet. Boomich caught in the vent, and up here in Heaven and on the rafters, Perfecto and Electronic had to go above and beyond, and even though Perfecto has doubled up...
No. Don't you bloody dare.
Don't even attempt it. Okay, no, everything's fine.
For a second, I'm like, does he have a lineup?
Yeah, I was very, very paranoid, man. I'm like, well, it would be, you know, like a simple thing to do to fit. Like, it looked like he was smiling there, thinking about, like, but what if?
But what if?
Use your imaginations here, guys.
Yeah,
what if Simple had landed that shot?
Yeah, no, now he's trying to save, right? So Cloud9 probably going to give him...
bro, he's lining up another wall bang.
Yeah,
Just
really.
you wait.
This one's nuts.
This one's for Secret. Look at it.
Yeah, Cloud9 definitely should respect him here and just get away with their guns. They would love to keep 3 alive in this round. Simple. He's fine. 22 health. Not even close. Cloud9 find their first to the T side. Got to build upon that, though. Na'Vi aren't exactly rich right now, but guns can be dropped over to facilitate a full buy. They won't have much left remaining after the fact. Cloud9, I like the top hit as well. Na'Vi definitely fell for it, right? Electronic outside, Boomich dropping vent, and Simple going ramp to B. Boomich gets caught coming back up, and Simple, well, he's out of the action. He's out of the round. So, yeah, it's a good fake for Cloud9, but it's not one that they can, you know, consistently rely on. They need to show us more in this T half. And Simple, well, he won't let them. Picking Alex up outside early on, and now Cloud9 probably just going to group for the ramp play, right? They know there's only one man here. Simple isn't here yet. And that's a good pick. Seppa gets the opener. They could drop B if they want. There's still 2 players in the lobby with the bomb. Hoping Na'Vi over-rotate once again to give Cloud9 a chance at this top site.
I feel like Boomich, rather, is in danger up here on the rafters. This is a spot that Perfecto has played time and time again. And so if you're Cloud9 and you're going into this A site, and also Perfecto is playing a spot that Boomich has played time. These two are just, you know, these aren't new spots. You know, they're just swapping places with each other.
Actually, mate, boost me rafters.
Boomich is like, yeah, actually, you know what, mate? I'll go in the vent. Perfecto, I'll boost you up onto the rafters. They're re-aggressing. Oh, this is not the move. This is not the move.
I like this.
Maybe it is actually. He hides close. Perfecto to draw them in. It feels like Na'Vi have got the read because they've had Simple down on B for so long now, and he hasn't seen anything. They take a bit of a gamble. They keep 3 players, and there we go. The spot. They see Perfecto back in the bomb site. They get tunnel visioned in on dealing with him, and Boomich spams them out of the round. Na'Vi up onto 14 with a perfect bait and switch setup.
Yeah.
They had the read as well that was actually the ramp fake into an A play.
Yeah, I'm really glad, like, it looked like Boomich was about to push hard there, and I'm really glad he didn't, right? Like, Na'Vi not needing the info that badly, as you say. Wait for them to come to you. All is okay. And they do. 14-7, and so Cloud9 win their first. They immediately get bitten back by Na'Vi.
And so now you've got like this broken buy on the side of C9 to try and make this victory happen. You're really hoping that if there was a round for S-Tag to pop off with this AWP, it's in a round like this, right? You've put it all on the line. He is the weapon of choice, right? The gun you want him on. And so now's the time to show up with it. Late outside smokes getting thrown in here by Cloud9, eyeing up this outside control. Simple is at ramp. He can be that fast rotation down to B and leave the ramp room to Flamey. Electronic is able to call. I've been smoked off outside. We don't have information here. But Cloud9 are not really looking to use these smokes. Simple's going to rotate away. Flamey's left at ramp, but they kill him on the smoke faded. So Simple's not down on the B site yet. Don't know how that was a tag. That should have been a kill. It looked dead on, but he gets it the second time around. And so a 4-on-4 right away. Ooh. They catch Electronic in main. That's the one player that played these outside smokes in. Alex getting that opening kill and following up. Is it another triple entry from Alex? Maybe not, as Boomich has dropped the bomb and given a chance back to Na'Vi. A 1v2 from a 1v4. No. And Boomich might just make it happen after all. The bomb crossing back into the site, and Boomich with the swing. He gets it close, but not quite over the line. Mezzi keeps Cloud9 above water for now.
Oh, you got to give some credit to Boomich there, man. Picking headshots out of thin air. The lineup to drop the bomb as well. That felt made for Boomich. Very nice try. It's at least, at worst case, going to be a costly round for Cloud9, right? So, like, you know, it's not easy to look at it in that way when you're Boomich in that position, thinking, damn, I could have won the round. But it might be enticing enough for Na'Vi to buy up here. They could. Simple could get an AWP surrounded by pistols with a rifle on Boomich. I actually would love to see Na'Vi to just spend every penny in this round right now, knowing that Cloud9, who lost 4 players, are not exactly rich. And if Na'Vi do win that force, boom, it's their map. So let's see what they decide to do here. Temptation Station chugging along, and here comes the buy. Yeah, you've got a good chance. You've got a very good chance if you're Na'Vi, even with this weak buy, right? Like, Pistol's so good on this map. Cloud9, they've been baiting rotates pretty well in this map so far, right? Putting Simple off and down in the B-bomb site on those fakes and ending up on the top. This one looks a little quicker. Alex is just going to walk into main. No one's watching. Electronic, oh, he's not ready for it to happen this quick. He does respond and get that trade. Perfecto picked up the top of the hub, and they've got Electronic locked in a cage. Boomich pushes Lobby for a frag, and that's a big one at that. If he can give his gun to someone well-armed or, you know, with more health, that would be great. Simple's coming up from below, and he catches S-Tag. They try to kill Electronic, who is trapped still, but Simple provides cover, and now Na'Vi looking like they're going to find this economy-breaking round that could close the map and the series.
No.
Only Messi left alive, and he's got too many targets to choose from.
And, you know, like, this round is such a good demonstration of why this outside hold and the ability for Electronic and Simple to play off of one another is so scary, man. Like, Electronic is just baiting for Simple to get that kill. And even going back to get the bomb is not a lock-in, right? Already pushed up into this position is Flamey. Not closing the round out just yet, but it should be quick to follow. Flashed off the angle. Still fighting here. Mezzi can't even get back into T-spawn, and luckily enough, Boomich wraps the T roof. If he wasn't there, and Mezzi gets given a shot at the 1v2, maybe there's a chance after all. But Boomich, he's not about to go and get a multi-kill in this round, only to have it slip away. And so he's ready and waiting to trade that out.
Huge round for Boomich, right? Like, 1 M4 in the round. Like, Simple definitely gets a lot of value as well.
You know, like, we've been looking at Simple and Electronic because I think, you know, back on Dust 2, they were obviously the two standouts. You're always going to look at this duo, but Boomich is giving us a great game as well. He's right up there, topping the charts alongside those two players.
Ooh, fast one for Cloud9. They look to end it in style, or at least keep it going is their hope. Down the vent, they made it. Woo, they actually made it. Lots of damage done, but Flamey's already here in the B bomb site to put them to rest.
Guys, we got down the vent, yay! And now Flamey's like, yes, they're in my domain. They're in the B bomb site. Flamey, if there ever was a time.
It was then.
Simple, holding on to ramp, and he will deal with Alex. So
30.
Gonna try and get it over the line, and a 30 bomb will be required. The tap to get him there. They catch Electronic outside, but that now gives away that there's only 2 players down here on B. Floppy's mopped up, wrap him round, and Simple, they've just let him loose. They've just cut him off to try and get down and close the gap at B. The vent rotation for Perfecto could be certain death, as Zeppa's holding on to it, but they can't dedicate all their time to the vents here. They've got to watch this bomb. So Perfecto's given that window. The spray is good, and it comes down to the 1v1. Perfecto chasing, the defuse is in, and while it's close, Na'Vi, they get it over the line, 16-8, locked in, 2-1. But Cloud9, I don't think they can be too disappointed with that one. They take Na'Vi the distance, and this group now gets even more excited.